What's up, guys? Subzeric here, back for another VOD review today. If you guys thought this T Hex comp wasn't broken enough already, a huge new tech was just discovered that basically makes it so that you can force this comp every single game. The main issue with T Hex before is that sometimes you would be contested and you wouldn't be able to hit Caitlyn 3, and that makes life really, really difficult. Basically ruins the entire point of this comp. But what people realized is that you don't have to hit Caitlyn 3. So this is the match history of KC Double here. I got it a little blown up for you guys so you can see it. And you can see, you know, we play for Caitlyn 3 a lot of the time when we are allowed to hit it. But when we can't hit Caitlyn 3, we can just go for Sona 3. We can just go for Anivia 3. And the idea is you just need a caster 3-star. The way that T Hex works, if you look at his, or her, I believe, Hex Mech trait, is that Hex Mech trait here is you can pilot any unit with the TX. It doesn't actually have to be a Piltover unit. What you need is to throw a caster into the T-Hex, get that 12 mana regen, because that's what makes T-Hex broken. But this means you just need some kind of caster unit 3-star. So obviously Caitlyn is the prototypical caster that you usually play for, but Anivia certainly works on this board. Sona certainly works on this board as well. These are the two ones that you really like to play for because obviously they pair nicely with Orianna here. But I mean, theoretically, you could even do like a Lulu as well. So, you know, it's I guess something to consider. Jin or Cogwell. Cogman's also a caster, right? Yeah, Cog's a caster as well. Really, these guys are, I think, the ones that you want to look at. But I mean, even theoretically, Kog'Maw, right? I've seen this because he's a long shot with Caitlyn. So something to consider. And we are going to watch Wasianiverson play exactly this line today. And you can see why he is thinking about it because we start off here with a Kate, a Loris, and 3 Sonas. So we actually have great line already into it. I mean, you can actually just hard force it from here because yeah, that's the idea. Before, you'd have to scout the lobby and say, is anyone else playing Caitlyn? You know, is somebody going to contest me in this? But if all you need to do is hit, a Sona 3 instead of a Caitlyn 3, then you can skip the idea of going for Caitlyn 3. The only downside to this is obviously it delays your ability to unlock T-Hex. You need to then get your Seraphine one, but I mean, all you need at that point is a Seraphine one, then you can start eating the Sona, and your life is great. So this is the idea here. Yeah, I don't really like any of these. I mean, I'm not that confident that we can win streak with something like a called shot. Wasian is going to go for a scout here to see, but okay, we get iron assets. This is fantastic here. This can allow us to just guarantee our IE down the line and make our 10 here. Other upside is it looks like there's one person with a Caitlyn too who might be, yeah, this guy who's looking towards T-Hex, but all good because once again, we don't need to worry about that. We're actually going to make full-on adaptive plus IE here just to spike, be as strong as possible, save some HP here. We've already guaranteed our IE, so our items are pretty much good. And then adaptive can be a frontline item. Eventually, it can be well, it might be a T-Hex item for a little while, but eventually it's going to end up being a frontline item, very likely. But yeah, I mean, we get to play around the Sona. The one kind of, slight awkward thing about this is obviously you would always prefer the Caitlyn because the Caitlyn can hold the T-Hex items much better. We are IEing a Sona too, which is a little scuffed, but really not that scuffed at the end of the day. I mean, she's a Sona too, so she's going to use these items better than Caitlyn would. So I mean, it's no trouble to play for this here. And the other nice thing is, late game when you just have this Sona on your board, I mean, you're getting Invoker onto your entire board, which is extra mana gen. On top of that, that 12 that you're getting for the T-Hex already, you get an extra one on your whole board here. Fantastic shop here, and we are just going to roll for Bard because we are playing Bard fight tactics here. Get the Bard in here. We could also field 3 Piltover, but I think we're going to save that for a little while here. You can lock the Orianna at any point, so it'll be interesting to see when he wants to unlock Ori, but I mean, he's saying right now, we're on a 2 streak here. The only way to play the Bard and unlock Ori would be by cutting Sona. We don't really want to do that because then we're pretty likely to lose this next fight. So we will just... we'll do this and actually 3 streak with the Sona here. He's also holding on to the Anivias, which once again, maybe we hit some more Anivias down the line. We can play for that instead. Obviously, you don't need to hit both. You just need to hit one of the units 3-star, either the Sona or the Caitlyn or the Anivia. So, don't really, usually, I would say, don't try to go for everything. That's a little bit much. End up taking another sword off carousel. Can just be, an item for T-Hex down the line. Pretty solid. And oh my god, our Bard portals in a Sona as well, which is huge here. And we're just going to move items over to Caitlyn here. So remember the idea that, Sona's a little bit awkward as an IE holder, obviously, because she's an AP unit. So now we'll just move items over to Caitlyn too, and then just hold the Sona on bench here and use that to hit the 3-star and then go from there. It's really easy with this tech. So I honestly... This tech was just discovered today. I'm not really sure. I'm a little afraid for what it's going to do to the meta, because this does like theoretically mean that you know, an insane number of players could be playing towards T Hex every lobby. You know, theoretically, if one takes Sona, one takes Caitlyn, one takes Anivia, then 3 people could play towards T Hex. And the only thing gating them at that point is hitting the Seraphine later. So we might end up in a world where we're in even more of a Seraphine lottery than we were before, because if you hit Sona, you do need to find that Seraphine later to actually get to the requisite 9-star level to unlock the T Hex. But yeah, I mean, Caitlyn doing a good job here, holding on to the Sona. I mean, I do like this as an extra option when you do have a really good spot to play this comp. And speaking of good spot, wow, Loris 2, Vi 2 naturaled here. I mean, if you do hit Caitlyn 3, then we have the T Hex just on speed dial, but we're pretty far from Caitlyn, so I would not be shocked if this does end up just being a Sona 3 game. We'll see what Mr. Wasianiverson wants to do with his items and everything here. Does get another sword here, so he is just going to finish Deathblade. Solid enough item on the T Hex here. Does pick up another Kate, but I mean, up to 7 Sonas here. He's going to opt to not roll any deeper than his free rerolls here, because he doesn't want to ruin his econ. He knows that the spot, like if we roll down here truly to try to hit Sona 3, we're just going to hurt our econ too much. And once again, if our idea is to play for Sona 3, then we do really need to make it to level 7, level 8, so that we can pick up that Seraphine. That is the big, you know, gating factor if we are going to play like this. But take another loss here, all good. Next augment here. I mean, I do not think it's Pandora's Bench here. I think this is quite scuffed. Something like a Slammin is interesting, because it'll actually push you to the level that you need to actually roll. An epic roll down is somewhat. I don't think you can actually take this, because I think we just have too little gold here. I think you probably have to take something like a Slammin or an Advance alone. Advance alone just gives you a lot of gold right now. He's gonna opt for the Slammin. Yeah, I mean, I think Slammin's solid. The only slight awkwardness from the Slammin is that we are eventually going to level up to the point where we can't actually, you know, roll on an optimal level for the Sona here. We also do take the Magnetron coil here. This is just, by many people's estimations, the best augmentation, what do you call these, Piltover upgrade that you can take in this comp, just because you just blow people up right at the start of the fight with a huge T Hex with a ton of damage amp. So makes sense. And yeah, I mean, it's quite good here. But yeah, actually a fight win for Wasian here, just showing off the power of Caitlyn. Just Caitlyn 2 here. We do spawn in another Kate here, which is making things very interesting. So we might end up in a world where we hit both. If we do hit both, I wonder what you do. Do you still play? I mean, I think if you hit both, you just don't worry about the Sona and you just sell it. But we'll see here. We are still much closer to Sona, a bit closer to Sona than we are to the Caitlyn here. So I mean, we'll see. Weird stuff can happen with rolls. But we pick up another win, which is huge here. Gonna hold on to turret here as well here. I mean, the spot looks amazing, honestly, and the Sona tech just makes it so much more consistent, right? Before you'd be like, oh, you know, like, am I gonna hit the Caitlyn here? At this point, we're guaranteed to hit one of them. Not guaranteed, but low-key guaranteed. Glover belt here I would be looking at here just for guard breaker components, and we do get the belt here. Belt's also really nice because it can be take component as well in a pinch, or in a not even pinch. And we do pick up the Sona, so she gets to get played on this board, this level 6 board. And so now, yeah, he's looking at even just selling the Caitlyn, just saying, I'm not going to look for Caitlyn 3 in this spot. It's not even worth looking for. And yeah, boom, Caitlyn gone immediately, and we have the Sona on the board. It's funny. I mean, obviously, with these AD items, we're still just going to keep them on Caitlyn too, instead of the Sona. So the Sona is just going to sit here on the board as a synergy bot, and I mean, she'll do a little bit of healing and damage with her ability. So, you know, not the worst thing in the world, but obviously not as good as the Caitlyn 3. This is, like I said, this is a backup plan in this comp. I would not say, you know, you would definitely prefer Caitlyn 3 if you can get it. The problem is Caitlyn these days is so contested that you're not going to be getting it a lot of the time. And so having this backup plan is really, really huge here. Also holding on to the knot, very smart of Wasian here, just to be holding on to his outs. You know, very often you can stabilize around like a Nautilus 2 as your front line in this comp. So good on him to hold it here, especially we're getting all this XP from Slammin. We will very likely be rolling a lot on, I mean, likely level 8. That is, you know, the last thing that we need. in this setup here is that Seraphine. When you just 2-star everybody, you need the one Seraphine to actually have the 9-star level here. Ooh, he's gonna roll on 7 here to try to find Seraphine, it looks like, and he actually, wow, just rolls immediately into Taric 2 here. Okay, yeah, using a few rolls on 7 there just to spike. We do get Guardbreaker as well. Oh my god, our items are looking good. I wonder if he does want to roll more on 7 here. Oh, okay, he hits Seraphine here. Now it just needs Ori too as well. Okay, there's Ori, there's Seraphine in, and boom goes the dynamite. This spot is looking really, really nice here. This is actually a good game to look at though, because I'm never confident on if I'm supposed to roll for Seraphine on 7 here or if I'm supposed to push 8 here. He's saying, well, we're Orianna paired, so we kind of have to roll a little bit anyway, and so we'll just roll on 7 here. And the odds of hitting Seraphine are not that bad. And now the spike is just immense here. I guess plot armor seems fine enough, and I don't think it's Crown's Will or Makeshift. And then he sees, what are we looking at? Oh, we already have IE. He's just looking at Jewel Lotus for some extra damage, okay? And we do get the Mining Drill here. We are not actually fielding the Sona right now because we can't. This is actually really funny. You want to field the Sona and eat it, but the problem is we kind of high rolled this Taric too, so we have to play the Taric on the board. So we're actually going to have to wait until level 8 to actually field the Sona and eat it, which is it's pretty funny. But I mean, this is our strongest board right now. We obviously aren't going to drop out of 6 Piltover in the Mining Drill, so we do actually have to cut the Sona for now. And the board gets a lot weaker when you aren't eating a 3-star. This is just how it works. Like, I mean, it's double the amount of mana gen, right? You go from 6 to 12, so it is a huge, huge, huge difference. You do also see Wasian there benching his TX and putting it back in. There is a bug. I've had this happen to me before. You guys might have had it happen to you before, where T Hex sometimes just doesn't eat the pilot. I still have not been able to get information on like what causes the bug, like what guarantees that the bug will occur. But I've heard people say that if you move the TX in the pilot, then it won't happen, and that seems to work. So you can see Wasian actually doing the bench input back in there. We'll see if he just. Usually you'll see people just move them around on the board. So we'll see if that's what Wasian wants to do here. Still lacking heal cut and armor shred, so I would think we would look towards one of those. We have the belt open for Evan, Shroud, Sunfire, or Morello here. I'm thinking, yeah, I kind of like even Shroud for some reason, just because I mean it makes a 3rd tank item. I guess is the reason why I like it so much, and Wasian likes it too. So me and Wasian are on the same wage length. Yeah, he does seem to be just benching and redeploying the T Hex every round. So seems like that's what we're going to do to make sure that the TX doesn't bug out. There was also, I thought that was an Annie. Was that an Annie 2? I guess we'll see when we fight them. If so, that's a little bit scary here. But yeah, I mean, at this point, the comp is the comp, except we are playing 2 Invoker instead. So, some people would fit like Zillion on this board later. We are just going to have the Sona on the board, which is, a very, very, once again, just decent unit to eat. You're getting Invoker onto your entire board. It's not like... It's not crazy, but it's some mana gen for the whole board, a little bit extra for Ori. And the big thing is, yeah, we get to guarantee this unit that we can eat here, which is so huge. Rotating to Diana player here. Diana goes corner here, and then the TX is mostly safe. Can the TX focus down the Diana, though, is the question. I think... Yes, it's taken a while here. We lack heal cut, right? That's the main big thing we have to finish off with here. And yeah, we are actually going to lose, so we can't kill the Diana with no heal cut. Makes a lot of sense here. So we are really going to have to look for heal cut. Heal cut these days, it is just a heal cutter's world. Like, you need heal cut. Maybe a reason why you could think about anti-heal over the Even Shroud there, but I don't know. The Even Shroud felt really good as just guaranteeing that heal cut. We get a bow here. We get a tier. Praying for a red buff Shojin from this, and we do get it. This is beautiful. Just throw these onto Seraphine, and bada bing, bada boom. The spot is looking good. All right, and I mean, you guys know at this point we are looking to push level 9, looking to push level 10, and I mean, win out the lobby because we're playing TX on our board. Play 2 TXs, have them double laser, cap out super high, eventually cut out of the 6 Piltover, but just generate our 6 or 7 gold per round and feel very good about it with a very strong TX 1. I mean, yeah, we have a little bit over a week of this patch left, by the way, if anyone is like tilted by this tech existing. So if you absolutely hate seeing TX in your game, take a week break, go, touch some grass or play something else. And if you want free LP, roll for Sona 3 in this comp and play it as much as you can, because I mean, like you saw from Casey Dubla's match history there, I mean, legit, he was playing this comp every game and his average was not bad at all, and that is at the top of Challenger. So in any other elo, I'm pretty sure this strategy is just kind of disgusting. But we will see, what the meta ends up looking like. If there are 3 T Hex players per lobby, you will have to roll very aggressively for the Seraphine. Pick up Orin here. Do also pick up the Braum too, and so that's just going to come onto our board here instead of the Tark here, just because MR is not that important, and Braum, as another dude is just a bit better here. Rotate into actually a quite strong Ishtal, right? It looks like they were Ishtal board here with Invoker +1. Did they? I mean, they have Ishtal in right now. They're also, they're one of Milio 3. Interesting setup they got going on there. Really praying for that heal cut, but it does not exist on this carousel here, so we're gonna have to delay it a little bit longer. I guess just last Seraphine item, Adaptive Helm here. He takes Kraken. What is Kraken here? I don't understand this. Did he just took this for the units? It was on a Fiddlesticks? No, it was on that Trist, was it? I don't know why he took Kraken. Okay, I mean, I guess this is for his late game, right? Let me just jump back here and just make sure, because this wasn't on a... No, yeah, it was on the Trist. So he just took it here for the idea of we're going to cap around the Lucian Senna, and I mean, I guess maybe the Kraken can go on second T Hex, but I guess it's Kraken for Lucian Senna is the idea. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's a good item, and he's looking towards the future, because I mean, we're guaranteed to make it there. We have a T Hex 2 now. We have an Ornn 2 as well. My God. I mean, the spot is just getting better and better and better. And the last thing we need is that darn heal cut. But also, still take note, every round, Wasian is moving this T Hex, is benching it and redeploying it just to make sure that we don't get this bug. Because if your T Hex doesn't eat your Sona, you are down 12 mana gen for that fight. That is huge. That is, more mana gen than 2 blue buffs. So make sure that you are benching and redeploying this T Hex. Or I've heard that just moving it around works as well. So your mileage may vary. TFT bugs are a little finicky. So, I mean, let me know if you do try benching and or if you do just move the T Hex around and it doesn't work. Yeah, I guess let me know, because it's I mean, it's Riot Games. It's kind of anyone's guess with some of this stuff. But all right, here we oh, actually that was really smart, because this does proc on minions. You don't want to kill the dude too fast. So we actually moved the T Hex off of we moved the pilot off the Hex here to make it so the T Hex doesn't gain the mana gen and cast too quickly and kill off the minion round, so that we actually get the mining drill proc there. Actually kind of funny, but yeah, if you kill the minions too fast, then you don't get mining drill there, which is funny. But once again, another mining drill, already level 10 here, still winning fights because T Hex is T Hex. Unlock Koboko and Yumi for fun. And now it's time to cap out the board really, really high. Get, the Darkened Tank item here, so that can just sit on Ornn here. We are also just playing 3 Invoker right now for the Zilean here. Not really sure why. I don't think the Zilean's... I mean, I guess he's just a cool guy to play on your board. He's not horrible. The bombs are just kind of good, inevitability in case you fight a gigantic tank here that the TX can't kill. And actually, we kind of end up almost killing there. The game's over? What happened? I thought we had so much more game. We had 50 gold. Wait. Oh, everybody died. I was yapping so hard I didn't realize. Everybody died. Oh, game's over. I was like, oh, we're going to roll down and spike our board, but we didn't even have to. We literally sitting here on 6. We never pivoted out of 6 Piltover. Ah, this comp is so broken, man. And it's way more forceful now. Well, use this for free LP before it catches on even harder on ladder. And for the people who are going to catch on to this comp because they're watching my video, sorry. Thanks for watching the video. As always, if you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch, my Medify, all my links down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, as always.